Welcome to the podcast. I'm gonna make a quick video. God damn it, I'm super rude. Anyway, I'm gonna make a quick video about something that has kind of been bugging me a little bit. I'll say that. And it's the John McCain thing. His death. He recently died. I didn't make a video of it right away because I didn't want to participate in any of that initial drama. And when I cover important stories, I want to give it time and really think about what I'm gonna say, especially when it comes to a controversial figure like John McCain, who was a very controversial figure. People from our generation, 31, so I guess I'm like an older millennial. But people from our generation usually know him because he ran against Obama. And that's fine. But he's had a history before that. He was a fighter pilot. He was a POW. He got tortured so bad that he could not lift his arms over his head. So he went through some pretty severe torture. He was the son of an admiral, and he, given the chance to be free because he was the son of an admiral, he chose to stay behind. And that's something very commendable, because I mean that's something that is really, it's gallant, and it's in keeping with military decorum. And it's the kind of decorum that I expect from like an infantryman, and definitely from a fighter pilot, because they're warriors on that level too, and beyond. I mean, they're fighter pilots. But he was also a controversial figure. It's been said that he supported bills that hid the fact that there might have been POWs left behind by the United States that were being moved around by Vietnam, and that were currently living in Vietnam. And that's actually, this is not just me saying it. You can look it up. It's a very controversial thing. There have been sightings of abandoned POWs living in Vietnam, and apparently by now they're just living their normal lives in Vietnam because it's really all they know. But it's disturbing to think that a former POW could have just abandoned his brothers, potentially. Be that as it may, I guess the main gist of this video is that I want to talk about how people look. He was, I'll say, he was a warmonger, a little bit of a warmonger. He was not shy about going to war and going after people. He was not shy about it, and that's a sickness that is part of the American politicians, part and parcel with them nowadays. And even before, Teddy Roosevelt, all the greats that we would consider the great fathers of the nation, they weren't shy about fighting wars either. John McCain is, he was really, really, really dedicated to warfare. And ultimately, me being a warrior, being an infantryman, former infantryman, I would say that, there are times when you want to fight. Of course, you want to defend yourself, you want to defend your home, your people. That's fine. We haven't been doing that in a long time. Even back when he was fighting wars in Vietnam, we weren't defending those people. We could have just easily look. I hate socialism like any other red-blooded American. However, I hate interventionism even more, and it's caused more problems than it has solved. And all that being said, people have been very critical of the man, once he died. And that's fine. We got freedom of speech. Do it. Whatever. Be critical. We want to be critical, and we want to think outside of the box, and we don't want to, idolize people, because that's bad, ultimately. But he was somebody's parent. He was somebody's son. He was somebody's nephew, somebody's grandchild. People loved him. His daughter loves him. He was a man. And all men commit mistakes. We're not fallible. Or rather, we are very fallible. We're not infallible, as the Pope likes to claim for himself. So we have to be very, maybe not cautious, but in our criticisms, we have to also maintain a human sympathy for the man who's dead. And we just need to let him rest. I truly believe, I don't even know. I don't know really what happens after death. I have some speculations. Whatever the case is, we have to, in life, we have to remember that he was a human that was loved by people. And maybe hating on him like crazy isn't the right thing to do. We should give it time. His legacy will speak for himself. But for now, the man is dead. We should let a time of mourning, I guess. Not even mourning. I'm not mourning his death any more than I would mourn any other stranger's death. I'm just saying that human kindness, we have to have the milk of human kindness, as Shakespeare says. Anyway, and because of human kindness, we should just let the man be. He's dead. His legacy will speak for him. But let's not judge him, because lest we ourselves are judged, okay, let's judge him, but let's not condemn him. Let's learn from him what not to do, how not to be. We don't want to be warmongers. The next generation of politicians should learn from these lessons, that we don't want constant wars, and we don't want craziness, and because that just brings pain on both sides. And who wants pain? We want pleasure, or if not pleasure, we want tranquility, serenity. We want to live our lives. So warfare isn't the way, So let's take that negative example, learn from it, and not be warmongers. But for now, just let the man rest, let time pass, and Just let time pass. I don't want to be quick to jump on somebody's ass as soon as they're dead. And I'm saying this because a lot of channels that I follow on YouTube, a lot of my favorite YouTubers are actually like, oh yeah, fuck that dude, he was a warmonger, da da da. You know, a lot of libertarian people and things like that, and it's true. You know, you can't cover the sky with a finger. He was truly a warmonger, but what I'm trying to say is that right now, at this moment, let's just take it easy with the name calling and the bullshit, because our country's already lost any semblance of civility. So I'm just saying, I'm saying this for the sake of maintaining or regaining some of the civility we lost from in the Trump era, you know. And this isn't a crazy criticism of Trump, although he can be criticized severely. I'm not one of those, you know, I'm not one of those like always against Trump people or bleeding heart liberal or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, Trumpy's tactics are not civil, and but yeah, we need to bring some of that civility back, and we can bring it back. We could take this opportunity to bring civility back, and to, you know, just stop bugging out on this dead man who just died. You know, let his body get cold at least. You know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. It's my little rant about that stuff. And